everyone. This is Melissa Psihudakis and Mallary Thompson with A Breath of Fresh Marketing. Hey, Mallary, what's going on tonight?
Well, it took me 3 tries to spell my name right to join this podcast. So I don't know if that tells you anything.
That kind of week.
It's been amazing. Really amazing.
I just found out that when I took Penny in the pool yesterday, that the sharp pains we were experiencing on our body was an electrical current, and I found out that we could have been electrocuted in my own pool.
What happened?
Apparently, when the pool was redone at the beginning of the summer, they didn't have our electrician do some grounding that was supposed to be done, and apparently it has an electrical current zapping through it, and when you get in the pool, you get like these sharp tingling pains on your skin. So I thought that it was because the heater was too high and it was making the salt water like cook, so that in essence you're getting like a little bit of a burn from the salt water.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really think that much of it, and we went in the pool and you get used to it. And then all of a sudden I find out when the pool company came to clean the pool today, they were like, yeah, we felt like we got an electrical shock from your pool. You need to like check this out ASAP. And turns out that we have high voltage electrical currents running through our pool right now. And there's something called electrical current drowning, where it paralyzes you and you can't swim, and then you essentially drown.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm totally freaking out right now. I'm glad we're okay, but it definitely explains a lot as far as how I was feeling when I was in the pool, because I was like, oh, that's strange. I have like shooting pains in my joints and I didn't know why.
And it's supposed to be the opposite. It's supposed to make you feel better.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why don't I feel relaxed right now? And why are things that usually don't hurt me hurting me? So I'm pretty freaked out about that right now. So now all the sod that we just had planted has to get ripped up. And they have to rip up our entire backyard and put all this copper wiring and stuff in the ground. Yeah. So I'm not too happy about that.
Jeez. Are they going to do it? Like the company that, did the initial work?
Please. I didn't even talk to them about this yet, because they still have to replace the liner that the seam ripped on in the first place.
So maybe you don't want them to come back out because they seem like the worst pool company in New York State.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So it's just been a total disaster.
It's been one thing after another for you guys with that.
Oh, yeah. It really has been.
That is the worst. Our air conditioner stopped working again today. And we're having a bit of a heat wave in Southern California, rolling blackouts and, the kind of things that happen in Southern California when there's a heat wave. Because we live in the desert, so everybody turns on their air conditioner, and periodically the electric just shuts off for a couple hours. Yeah. And the electric shut off for a couple hours this afternoon, and when it kicked back on, our air conditioner did not. So... hooray. I didn't get electrocuted in a pool, though, so your story wins.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like since we put the new liner in, then the liner got the rip and the water just drained out while we were away. And then the heater broke once, then the heater broke twice, and now there's all kinds of issues, and it's been nonstop. Like with this pool, it's just been a complete nightmare. Now with the electricity issue, I mean, that's just so scary. And I started Googling a lot about it today, and the more I read, the more disturbed I got over the whole thing. And they said, well, it could even be your neighbors who are sending voltage into your pool. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. They're sadistic. That's funny.
So crazy. And meanwhile, one of our neighbors filled in their pool when a tree fell in it. So I don't know. But yeah, so tonight we have Ayodele Aigbe and an engineering student at Texas Tech University. She founded Hangio, a startup founded that has redesigned the traditional hanger to make them more usable. Instead of using hard plastic, wood, or metal, It uses a moldable form that can be configured in 6 ways to adapt to each garment. So, Ayo, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how Hangio came to be? And if I totally mispronounce your name and your company's name, we can correct that and edit that out. Hi.
Hi. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you guys for the opportunity, and it's wonderful to meet you guys virtually.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Yeah. So, my name is Ayo, and I am a electrical engineering student at Texas Tech University, and I'm also the CEO and founder of Hangio. So I've always been super passionate about entrepreneurship and engineering since I was like in middle school. So that kind of led me down to this path. But my freshman year of college, it was 2017. I remember very vividly going into my closet and taking out my favorite sweater for my plastic hanger. And as I was taking it off, I saw that it had shoulder bumps, and I was like, what is this? Like, why is this happening? And I was super frustrated. And so I did a quick Google search to figure out how I could alleviate these issues, like the shoulder bumps. And I saw many suggestions. I tried one of like putting hot water on the shoulder bumps and throwing it in the dryer. Didn't work. So I was like, okay, cool. This sucks. I started talking to the girls in my dorm. Everyone was like, everyone always had their door open, and it was always in conversation. So I was like, hey, do you guys go through this too? And they were like, yeah, we go through this too. And so at the time I was taking an entrepreneurial class, and I used the problem of that came with traditional hangers for my case study. And so I started talking to more people on and off campus, and I found this common narrative that hangers weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. They were causing stretching, shoulder bumps like I had experienced, and slippage. And a lot of this was causing stress and anxiety when people were coming into their closet. So I was like, okay, this is not something I'm just going through. Like, it's happening to other people, and to top it, it's having a negative emotional impact on people. What can I do about that? And so I started brainstorming different ideas, and I landed on a bendable hanger design because I had used flexi rods to curl my hair. And I was like, oh, like if hangers are bendable, then you could be able to like mold them exactly to your shoulder, so you wouldn't get shoulder bumps. You could have some resistant material so they wouldn't fall down, and you could clamp it in the middle so that way you wouldn't get the overstretching of the collar. And so that was the birth of the idea of Hangio.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I don't think I wear enough nice clothes to worry about shoulder bumps. All of my clothes are like cotton. I can throw them in the washing machine, and I throw them in a drawer when they come out of the dryer. That's really cool. I was watching your video, and it's funny you say the curlers, because that's what it reminds me of. My grandma used to put our hair up in curlers when I was little. And that's what it reminded me of. The foam curlers.
That was my inspiration.
That's cool. That's really cool. I want to touch them. They look like they would be fun to squeeze into.
Yeah, they are.
Have you always had an entrepreneurial spirit? I know you said that you kind of always leaned that way a bit.
Yeah, I don't even know like what it is or how to describe it, but in middle school, I remember as early as middle school, I was a big girly girl. Like, I would come to school with these bright, hot pink leopard print, zebra print, about all the hottest mess prints. I wore them, and I was somehow super confident in all of them. But the girls would notice, like in my classes, and they'd be like, "Oh, Aya, like, where'd you get your bow from?" And I'd say like the accessory store that I would go to with my mom. And so they would be like, "I want one, I want one." And so I didn't really think much of it, but the next time I went to the accessory store with my mom, I asked her, I was like, hey, can you give me some extra, like, can you just buy these extra bows, and in exchange, I'll do chores and I won't complain. And she was like, okay. So I got the bows, and then the next day I had them in like a Walmart bag or some grocery bag. And we would go to the gym in the morning. And so I like just nudged each of my friends and I was like, hey, you want some bows? And I was just selling bows for like twice of what I bought them. And I didn't even understand like profit or unit economics or anything. But I knew that I loved that exchange of seeing their faces light up and then in exchange getting value. So from there, I did like other things like cupcakes, like other like really, really small things. Like in the rest for the rest of middle school and then high school, and then in my freshman year of college, I got this opportunity to do Hangio. So I would say so.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds like it.
That's awesome. So, what's your sales pitch for Hangio?
Have you ever experienced stretching, shoulder bumps, or clothes slippage?
Yes, I have actually.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, me too. We've created a hanger that alleviates all of those issues and retains the quality of your garments and leaves you with a peace of mind. Our product is the Hangio hanger, and it's an all-in-one, bendable, accommodating hanger that it can work for many different garments, from a space wrap top to an off the shoulder to even a scarf. You can mold our hanger in more than 6 configurations and use it for many different types of garments. The cool thing about it is that it solves those problems, but also it's a pretty fun hanger to play with, and it adds a little bit of novelty into your closet.
Nice.
You can shop with us at shophangio.com.
Well, you sold me.
Awesome.
So, how have the sales been so far? I noticed on your website some of it was sold out, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah, we launched June 1st, and I'm so grateful. Our feedback has been so positive, and so our first week of selling, we planned to sell out our first batch within 3 weeks, but we ended up getting sold out in 3 days, and I quickly ran to the manufacturer. I was like, hey, can you like put like the speed pedal to our next batch? And he was like, yeah. And then from there, we started selling even more throughout the weeks. And then July 23rd, we had a tweet on my personal page go viral. And a lot of people came to our website. We got a lot of positive traction. But with that, we sold out again. And so right now, we are working very, very hard to fulfill our restock. We currently have a restock list. So if you go on our website, you can say, yes, I want the maple hanger or I want the walnut hanger. And we'll get you on the list and notify you when we stock up again.
I have a question for you that's off the script. What was the process like of designing a product and then finding someone to make it?
Wow.
Have you done that? But do you have experience with that? I've never done anything like that. So I'd love to hear about that.
Actually, it was the most fun part for me, like the creative aspect. So at first, I spent about a year validating the idea just to see if it could work. So I talked to a lot of people. I did pitch competitions, and I got like a signal of like, yes, this could work. This could solve a problem. Talking to our audience to get feedback. We did a lot of customer discovery and focus groups and had people look at it and say, hey, like, what do you think? What do you like? What didn't you like? What colors do you like? Want to see? What materials do you want to see? That was just so fun, just experimenting.
That's awesome.
We're gonna wait for the pink leopard print ones.
Oh yes, let me put it on the list. We have so many pattern ideas coming from people. Like today, my friend was like, "You should do flamingos on the foam part of the hanger."
Of course, for your logo. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be great.
Really cool.
My daughter loves flamingos. She's
really
obsessed. Yeah, actually, she wore flamingo shorts today. Totally ironic.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought a pool thermometer with a flamingo on top. So she's obsessed with it.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that so much. We're very obsessed with flamingos at Hangio.
Yeah.
It's our brand icon.
They're an awesome bird.
Yeah.
So, do you have a patent or a patent pending?
Yes, we do. We are currently patent pending.
Nice. That's cool. That's a long process. When do you expect to kind of know if you're accepted into the patent world or not?
Our tentative date is the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is coming up actually. Like, time has actually flown by so fast. It's August right now.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was earlier in the year. I don't know why. Time is flying.
No, that's
But yeah,
awesome.
end of this year.
Does it normally take that long, or is COVID pushing everything back for that too?
I think it could take like years. But I think COVID is pushing everything back since the patent process is owned by the USPTO, which is a government organization. So it could be like next year too. It just depends on where they're at.
So talk to us about competitors. Who are your biggest competitors? What similar products are on the market that we should take off the shelf and throw on the ground next time we come at the store?
I love that last part. So our top competitors are Bump Day. They can be found on Amazon and on their website.
No. Don't tell what people where to find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let me
no,
get
we're gonna edit that out.
So
Yeah,
scratch
forget
that.
them. They suck.
Yeah. 3
They're the
thumbs
worst.
down.
Yes.
Ew.
Okay, let me say it again. So our top competitors are Bumps Be Gone and Evlots. And they sell bendable hangers as well. I bought them and tried them, and I am trying not to be as biased, but they didn't have as strong functionality as I hoped for. They were hard to bend, and further, I think ours are just cuter. Like I would want our hangers in my closet because they're pretty and they have that aesthetic appeal compared to our competitors.
Well, absolutely, especially once you keep the flamingo one.
Yes.
Great. Can you share with us the proudest moment of your career as an entrepreneur so far? It was a viral post, wasn't it?
I think that was pretty big, but I think it was that first sale that I got.
Aw, that's
because the first sale came in. The first sale came in like 5 minutes after we opened.
Wow.
And I just I heard the cha-ching, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Was it your friend?
So crazy.
Was it somebody you knew?
Yeah, it was somebody. It was somebody I knew, but she was like,
Nice.
"Yeah, like we're friends, but I'm buying this hanger because I actually need it for my closet." And I'm
That's
like,
great.
"Okay, that cool." I love to hear that, right? Because you actually, it could actually add value to your closet.
For sure.
That was probably the proudest moment because I've been working on Hangio for more than 3 years, almost 3.5 years now. And a lot of that has been just like development work and customer discovery and raising money and developing the product, going to different like startup programs. And it didn't actually become real until someone bought it. And so that was June 1st was like a big day.
Nice. So very cool. So we know there's ups and downs in the world of startups. Can you share with us a setback or a major challenge you faced and overcame?
Yeah, I would say we had delays in the product that were, I think that's an expected thing you should have whenever you're manufacturing a product, especially a new product. What our plan was to launch last year in like December. We were going to utilize the Christmas time and the gift giving opportunity. Our manufacturing was delayed, and so that completely threw up all of our plans, and we ended up having to launch this year, which was also nerve-wracking because we had boutique partnerships and we were going to sell in these boutiques, but like March hit and they were closing up, and we were like, what do we do? And so we quickly set up our online shop and figured everything out in like a weekend and went from there. And so luckily our product came in and we were able to sell, and yeah, it kind of like went from there. And I think it kind of worked out though, because we're like a vibrant brand, and even though it's like not the most vibrant year, the time of year, summer, is vibrant. And so like it worked out, like for the most part it worked out. And we launched June 1st, which is a Monday start to the week and everything. So I would say that was a big one, the delay. Other things that have happened have just been like, I'm a full-time student, and so I know engineering to top that, and so I've had so many challenging nights and days where it's just like super overwhelming. I'm just like, I don't know if I can do all of this. Almost like midlife crises, but not midlife crises. But yeah, I've had like multiple of those.
Wait, you can't have a midlife crisis. You're not old enough to have
I know. I don't know what to call it. If maybe like a startup life crisis.
Just a panic attack. Yeah. That's.
Yeah. Not a
some
midlife crisis, but something that relates to my content.
existential crisis. We usually
Yes.
call them existential crises around
There
here.
we go. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Existential crisis.
Yeah, the crisis is the important part.
Exactly.
So as digital marketers, we have to talk about marketing strategy for a minute. We love your website and your social media pages. So share with us how you go about marketing your product and what you found that works and what doesn't work as well as you thought it would.
Okay. So we are very big on brand. We're passionate about brand and the values our brand upholds. And so to get granular with that, our major belief is that your clothes deserve to be respected because you as a human being deserve to be respected. And because clothes are an expression of who you are, all of that kind of ties together. And so that's something that we're really passionate about, and we try to infuse into everything in our social media. And so as far as like our strategy, we are really leveraging our social media platforms to connect with our audience. So our big areas are Instagram and Facebook. We also are building up our Twitter and TikTok platforms as well. But we found that really our social media is like the best way for us to connect with people. And then our secondary is our email list. So we send out emails to our audience, usually every 1 to 2 weeks. If we're busy, then like every 3 weeks.
Cool. What email platform do you use?
We use Seguno, which it's not like a widely used platform, but it's super user friendly and it has a lot of lovely features. I think they're a small team, and so they're like constantly adding new features like all the time. Like they recently added a countdown timer, which we used for our restock email. So yeah, we used Seguno. We used what did we use before? I actually can't remember, but yeah, that's what we use currently.
Cool.
What about you guys? What do y'all use?
We're Constant Contact certified partners, so we do a lot with Constant Contact, and then any of our clients that use specific platforms will help them with their email campaigns if they're using HubSpot or MailChimp or anything else.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of yours. That's something we'll have to look into. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I have to know, you mentioned we a few times. I'd like to know who's part of the we.
We currently have a digital marketing intern. Her name is Mackenzie, and she leads on our marketing, our social media, and everything related to marketing and advertising as well, working with our partners, our business development side. And so, yeah, she leads on that. So all the like lovely, beautiful content that you see and the fun captions, she is responsible for all of that.
Okay, awesome.
Do you have any tips for aspiring entrepreneurs getting started?
Yes, I do. I think on the non-tactical is don't give up. It sounds super cheesy and cliche, but truly, when I look back at my journey, the only way I've been able to get this far outside of like amazing people that have helped me and supported me and loved me is me personally not giving up. It's like believing in what I'm doing, and even if it's not looking like it's going to work out, just still continuing on. So I would say if you have an idea, if you have something you're passionate about, don't give up. On the more so tactical side, if you do have an idea and something that you're passionate about, like let's say a product or a service, talk to people. It's really easy to get hard eyes with your idea and not actually validate that it can work. And so I would clearly define like what problem are you solving, or like what are you trying to make better or enhance, and then just go out and talk to different people, men, women, from different backgrounds at different ages, to get an idea of where it stands. And you might be fascinated to see like maybe a new problem comes up that you didn't even realize that's like more of an itching need. I would say definitely talk to people if you have an idea. Secondly, find community. So at Texas Tech, they have an amazing community, an amazing place called the Innovation Hub, where it's an entrepreneurial network where they basically help startups grow their businesses. And so I was able to tap into that community, and they really supported me for almost like 2-3. I mean, they're still supporting me through now, but like 2-3 years up until now. And they've been so pivotal in my growth. And so finding community in your city, wherever you are at, it really takes a village to build a startup. And so I would say those two things. Read a lot, read as much as you can, and just get knowledge. I have really good books that I like to read. One of my favorites is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. That book, like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I was on fire after I read that. So yeah, read as much as you can and learn from other people that have done it before.
Nice. Who's your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush? Oh man.
See, you should have just answered the other one. I know.
This one's hard too.
That's so much worse, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me think. Basically the main cast. Oh, okay.
Wait, you don't even know his name?
Basically the main cast of Inception. So
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Leonardo
All
DiCaprio,
of them, we're just gonna line them up, huh?
the whole cast. We can't choose one.
Well, you have to choose. All right. Well, so there's Leonardo.
No, you don't have to.
Leo.
Fine.
All right. We have Joe Gordon-Levitt.
Mhm.
We have Tom Hardy. We have who else is in
I
that?
don't think I know which one Tom Hardy is. I don't get out very much, so.
Tom Hardy. He's kind of cute. There's that one guy, Ken. Lucas Haas. Oh,
that one.
there's Hans Zimmer.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Like Hans Zimmer?
Right. Isn't he? Yeah, Tom Hardy was Venom. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Or wait, Io, do you like Hans Zimmer?
So I have maybe I've seen that person, but I don't know
He
who they are.
has amazing music and soundtracks.
Is he an actor or a musician?
He's a 2-year-old German composer.
Oh,
Yeah, he's actually an actor in the movie, but he is a German composer, and he did the music for like Batman and all these other.
The Lion King, The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
Gladiator.
No, wait, maybe like Jean-Michel Dogori.
She's on IMDb right now.
Or is
I
it
really don't know these
Virgil
names.
Bramley? Well, you said all of them, so there's some old dudes here, so you better be careful.
You actually have a crush on the German composer also.
Or do you like Mark Reducci?
Oh, I have
Nobody
no
knows
idea.
who that
Maybe
is.
okay. Let's go to the How to Get Away with Murder cast. I forgot his name, but
Russ Vega?
what's his last name?
Wally Pfister? Ew. Ew. I don't like that name. Ew, that sounds disgusting. What about Christopher Nolan? Actually, I know
Christopher Nolan's the director.
Well, maybe
Probably not
you like
him.
him.
No,
You said everybody.
no, not everybody on there. Not everybody.
How did
Okay,
you
well,
know
Cillian
murder?
Murphy is kind of creepy. I'm just saying. He's in
I
another
think I'm on
movie.
the wrong one. Oh.
Yeah, just look up Inception actors, and you're gonna go hide.
No, I'm looking at How to Get Away with Murder.
Dead. Wait, Pete Postlethwaite.
What are
He
you
died
even
in-
looking at?
2011. We can edit that out. I don't know. There's a lot of creepoids on here. Are you sure you like these people?
I think the verdict is I don't have one. I really
That was a really good show, though.
I
It
think
is.
the women are hotter than the men. I don't know.
How to Get Away with Murder was amazing.
Yes,
It was really
it was.
cool.
Yeah, there's some very attractive women here, but some of the men are super creepy and scary. So
I don't think
sure.
you're looking at the right thing, but we'll go.
It says Inception cast, and these people look like they're gonna murder me.
Yeah, definitely not them. Definitely not them.
Not the murdery ones. That's not what you're
Okay,
looking
not
at.
the murder ones.
Mm-mm.
So, what are your social media handles you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so you can find us at Shop Hangio. So ShopHangio on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and Pinterest. You're a Pinterest lover.
And
Don't forget Pinterest.
Well, no, we are big Pinterest fans.
Likewise.
I even have stock. I bought stock in Pinterest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You were all in.
I did. I bought. Well, I just bought into it, so I only did 10 shares. So I just started that part of Pinterest.
Congratulations.
But I'm a big fan because a lot of our clients do Pinterest for business. So we, I like it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy some stocks and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Solid platform.
I didn't ask you. We talked about how you're at Texas Tech and everything. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. I'm a Texas girl.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
She tries to find out if everyone's from New York. She only likes New Yorkers.
Yeah, but I lived in Texas for 4 years.
That's true.
Really? Where?
Yeah, in Austin.
Oh, nice. Austin's great.
Yeah.
How'd you like
Austin and Dallas are very different.
Yeah, they're different personalities for sure.
So different. Well, listen, we're very excited for you.
Thank you.
We wish you all the best in your future endeavors and hope you grow this company to be a $25 million company.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you guys for this opportunity. It's great to chat.
Of course. We'd love having you on our show, and let's keep in touch, and you have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ayo. Bye.